Good morning, y'all. Hope you're having a blessed day so far. As y'all can see, I'm not in my habitat. First and foremost, thank you to all the people who left comments. Thank you to all the people who've been subscribing. Today, I want to talk about fasting and the importance of fasting. I believe it's in Matthew 6, where Jesus says, when you fast, do not disfigure your face and be angry, because that'll be your reward. He said, instead, anoint yourself with oil, wash your face, and allow this to only, let this be between you and the invisible God, which is the one in heaven. Yeah, fasting is very important. It does a couple of things, and I do want to talk about that because I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of fasting. Fasting basically is depriving yourself a time period of depriving yourself of food and water. What it does is it shows God that you're willing to sacrifice for him. Our bodies naturally need food and nutrients and things like that. So when we deprive ourselves for a time period of food and nutrients, God sees that and he does something in the spiritual that helps us. When Jesus was tempted by the devil, he literally told the devil, it's not just for men to eat off bread alone, but the word of God. Now, you can't physically eat the word of God, right? The word of God is not like a plate of words you could just consume. So what is he saying? He's saying that it's not just about your physical, it's about the spiritual. So the only way you can move in the spiritual is when you do something in the physical. So you doing sacrificing food for a time period, God does something in the spiritual. And trust me, it works. I've done it, and I've done it the other way too, where I fasted and I was angry, and that was my reward. So I learned to do it with the right mind. So you got to do it with the right mind and right heart, and you got to be very intentional with your relationship with God. The other thing is it teaches you to control your flesh. If you're like me, when you wake up, you're hungry, you want to eat, right? Like I wake up, I want my eggs, I want my pancakes, I want my coffee, like all that stuff. But when you say, you know what, flesh, I know this flesh is hungry, I know this flesh desires this, but I desire God's attention more. When you do that, you actually are teaching yourself how to control your flesh, which means when you get in other situations, like let's say someone does something wrong to you, you're not quick to just get revenge. You're quick to say, God, I want to please you. Lead me, guide me. So we have to understand that it's a sacrifice, but it also teaches us how to control our flesh. Our flesh does not care about whether we go to hell or not. It does not care. So when you are fasting, understand that it's also teaching you how to control this flesh, control these earthly desires that are not necessarily bad, but can be bad and lead us astray and not really connect us back to God. So again, fasting is a sacrifice. It also teaches us how to control this flesh. Make sure when you're fasting, you do it with the right spirit. God bless. I love you.